And I could go on and talk about this case, but like I said, nothing's going to change because obviously it's now being deemed as an accident. And I'll 100% wait for basically these documentaries to come out to see whether we will learn anything different. But I'm also going to voice my opinions. If I don't think something's right, at the end of the day, you can't. There are people out there that think they can bully people into their way of thinking instead of doing it in a classy way of saying, let's sit down and talk. Ali discussed.
You have gone on and on, Mr. Reid. You have gone on and on.
A few things. That would have been the easiest way, not, attack people or threaten people into basically, you said this, you said
Flat 6, 1UF. Recognise that, Mr. Reid? You see, Mr. Reid, whether you like it or not, you were the one that confirmed on your channel, alright, with that slimeball Suzy Tanton, that you confirmed the video that Dan was waffling on about. Irish Dan, you know which video I'm talking about, and that was absolutely disgusting and despicable, just like her. Now, what did I tell yous all a long time ago? That Suzy is a grifter, you are a grifter, and that Suzy Tanton was writing a book. I said it a lot. I was the first to call her out as a grifter online, and the first to say that she is writing a book.
To make friends with the other side in what they believe at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? If I've always said at the end of the day, if Debbie and the family are happy with what they've heard and they want to basically put things to bed, I said I'll respect that. I said that I would basically stop talking about justice for Jay because that's now technically been resolved. If anything continues at the end of it, if there's something important that comes up in this case, I'm going to air it. I'm not going to be afraid or go quiet because someone's got a problem with that. If for people who basically say, no, you shouldn't have said, you shouldn't have, I don't care because I'm going to say it. I'm going to voice my opinion and put my thoughts out there on many other cases. And I'll continue to do it this year, next year, the year after that, and the year after that. And I'm going to just keep going and going because...
And I will just keep going and going and going out in you year after year after year. But nah, your channel won't last that long.
To do that, I won't be stopped.
You're a proper yellow belly, you are, Mr. Reid. Look at you throwing Suzy completely under the bus for you now. Let's have a little listen to Marvin. Alex, Reid.
Basically supposed to come back to the day. What she said is, I've got... basically missing people. She's very into finding missing people and stuff. And I said, I'll put things up that are important on the channel. That's technically our agreement.
And what did I tell everybody about Suzy Tanton grifting, writing a book? Let's hear it from your words, bro.
She's writing a book at the moment and many other things.
Pardon? Where's Ali? Did she nip back down the alley to scratch her golden retriever or chase some gossip from a believer? They used to sit on YouTube all day, spreading rumors in the worst way. Shady stories, cruel and wild. Their truth was like a spoiled child. Hey Marv, where's Ali? Did she nip back down
Just threw Suzy Tanton under the bus. Suzy Tanton told us she'd never heard of Alexander Reid before, but what's this? When she emailed Marvin? Yeah, she got a reply from Alexander Reid. Oh, there we are. She never heard of him.
Took that photograph that I just showed you of you. So this is Suzy Tanton, everybody.
Friend of Ayub. I could go on and talk about this case, but like I said, nothing's going to change because obviously it's now being deemed as an accident. And I'll 100% wait for basically these documentaries to come out to see whether we will learn anything different. But but I'm also going to voice my opinions. If I don't think something's right, at the end of the day, you can't. You know, there are people out there that think they can bully people into their way of thinking instead of doing it in a classy way of saying, you know, let's sit down.
Confirming Dan's video wasn't classy, Mr. Reid.
That would have been the easiest way, not, you know, attack people or threaten people into basically, you said this, you said that. No one's here for that. No one's here, you know, for me actually.
No one's here for that, you say. A bit late for that, pal, I can tell you. Absolutely too late for that. No, who said this, who said that? You said it.
What she said is, someone's got a problem with that. If you've, you know, for people who basically say, no, you shouldn't have said, you shouldn't have said, I don't care.
You don't care. And when you get the summons, then you're going to care. Do you realise that, Mr. Reid? When that summon lands on your door, and you don't know when it's coming, but I do, okay? In my time, it is coming, you are receiving it. That's the point where you are going to care about your previous.
I can. Then I'll continue to do that. I won't be stopped. I won't be stopped by anyone. I can tell you that much.
When they told you that your dog could talk, grifting hard, luggy, guilty, or this or that, you laugh. They love the twisted game you craft, building up the drama for their fame. Missy Sue, another book to her name. But now Marv or Alex, it's a different tune. Allie's gone like a sweet Asian monsoon.
She's writing a book at the moment.
You've created a monster.